Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I just really wanted to talk about something I've never really talked about, and that is why I became a creative, why I became a photographer, why I love being a photographer, and why I love being a creative. There's many reasons why I love being a photographer. This all stems from like way back when I was younger. So my first ever camera was this little Sony point and shoot camera, and I would have taken that everywhere with me. Now, this was a camera that was probably only about 50, 60 pounds at the time. So I would have like taken this everywhere with me. I would have been out every day going into like, the woods, going into like a lot of forestry around where I am from. And at the end of the day, I used to like pop out the SD card and stick it on the TV in my living room to show my parents all these photos that I had taken out in the wilderness and everything. Like there was no edits done to them. It was just like a straight JPEG out of the camera. But I was really, really proud of them. I still have, I think, a few, like on some old backup Flickr account. I must see if I can get them, and if I can retrieve them, I'll pop some of the photos up here. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I fell in love with photography. Just that instantaneous capture of like still lifes, the capture of just everything around me. Like I said, I took it everywhere with me, and that was even down towards like the rivers. Just anytime I was out, I always had it in my backpack. I always had it in my pocket because it was about that big ish, if even that big. It was just very small. It was about the size of your, but the size of your phone, like an average like Samsung Galaxy, that's roughly the size that it would have been. So being a creative means that I can show the world from my point of view through how I perceive the world to be. So anything that I take through a camera, someone might have a completely different perspective on it. So if you think of things like the Golden Gate Bridge, everyone has the iconic photo of the Golden Gate Bridge, but there could be that one photographer, that one tourist, that one anybody that could take it from a slightly different angle and it looks completely different. That's one thing that I think it was Peter McKinnon was talking about, taking photos from different angles just so that you don't fall into that normality of getting the tourist photos that everyone will have. So it is about taking your own spin on it and showing the world from your point of view. Being a creative also means that we're just solely reliant on caffeine to like make things happen. So between coffee and Red Bull, that is the fuel that kind of keeps me going. That keeps me going through the editing process. That keeps me going through making thumbnails. Everything we do run on caffeine. That is just, it's something that is true. Being able to show people a different perspective of where they live can be an absolutely amazing thing. There's something about taking photos of landscapes, like vast mountainscapes, riverscapes, oceans, everything that I find amazing. I do love going out into like nature, so going on a hike just with your camera, because everything then is a photoistic, yeah, we're sticking with that word, photoistic opportunity. So everything can be a frame if you need it to be, and especially if you're in the mountains, everything just, it's so photogenic, so it is, and it's something that I find very, very therapeutic. So if it's a nice day, if it's a bad day, I love cloudy overhead skies. The skies and the clouds act as one massive diffuser that just soften all the light and it makes it just fall really nicely, especially if it is a very bright day. Clouds are your absolute best friend. But even if there is no clouds in the sky, it's still such a therapeutic thing to do. Just grab your camera, grab water, always stay hydrated if you're going out in big mountain walks. I've learned that the hard way. Grab your gear and just walk. Just keep walking until you find that one spot that you think is just absolutely amazing. Recently, being a creative for me got me into the videography side of things, and it's all new, it's all wonderful, it's all fresh to myself. It's one of the things I never thought I would do, but the more I find myself doing it, the more I absolutely love it. I just can't wait to learn more about this side of the creative world. Sometimes getting out with the camera alone can just be all you need. Being able to just sit and relax and just take in your surroundings. So being a creative is about a lot more than just snapping a photo, taking a video, flying the drone. It's about showing the world from a different perspective. It's about showing the world from your point of view. So even flying drones completely changed everything for me. Like the town that I grew up in, that town from a drone's point of view completely changes everything. It is vastly different when you're flying a drone, and I just can't put it into words how amazing it all looks for when you spend so long in one town for 20 plus years, knowing every inch of the land, knowing every street, every corner, everything, and then flying a drone, and it just looks so different. You then start to see the shapes of everything in your town, and it's mind-boggling. So it is. It's absolutely crazy. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys learned a little bit about myself, a bit more than what you already knew. So if you did enjoy it, please give it a wee thumbs up, give it a wee share, give it a like, everything. It does help in the long run, so it does. And as always, I hope that you all have a fantastic day. See you after.